All right, so you want to know how much you should put down on a house when you go to buy it. Truth is, it varies. But let's talk about some things that helps you understand how to make that choice of what percentage you should put down on a home. So let's say, so when you buy a home, one of the biggest upfront expenses to it is the down payment. It's unlike the earnest money and the closing costs. It's not those. It's the down payment of the home, and it's due at the time of closing. So this is something that you need to be aware of. It could cost you thousands of dollars. The amount you designate as a down payment helps the lender determine what kind of mortgage to give you and how much they can lend you. So you still need to factor in these like closing costs and moving expenses and other monthly bills. And so the down payment depends on you, your savings, your income, your budget, all of that. So let's talk about some of the things that you need to consider for this down payment. So how much can you afford? So first and foremost, you're pre-approved for a mortgage. A lender will tell you the maximum loan amount that you can have and qualify you for based on your income, your employment, your assets, your debts. This is your debt to income ratio. So this is something that they're going to have you fill out an application for in order to figure out what your debt to income ratio is. Also, they're going to run a credit report to make sure that you have good standing and you don't have any outstanding debts that are going to counteract your repayment process. So this is something that you need to be aware of before you go applying for. You should always try and get pre-approved before buying a home. But just some things to be aware of. As a general guideline, many prospective homeowners can afford a mortgage property that costs between 2 and 2.5 times their gross income. Gross income, not net. So pre-taxes. So if you earn $100,000 gross, usually you can afford between $200,000 and $250,000 home. It's just a standard guideline to go off of. Rather than simply borrowing that maximum loan amount the lender approves you for, it's better to evaluate the overall monthly mortgage amount that you're going to pay. So if you get approved for a $300,000 loan, you don't want your monthly mortgage to be more than 25% of your income, your net income. You shouldn't be paying more than I'm going to say this again. You shouldn't be paying more than 25% of your net income to your housing expenses. Does that make sense? Hope it does. Okay, it's very, very important. This will make sure that you never get overwhelmed with your finances, because then you'll have enough for savings, you'll have enough for vacation, you'll have enough for your utilities and all these other monthly reoccurring bills that you have. So again, 25% of your net income should go to housing and no more. Your down payment and your loan to value ratio is another thing that the lenders look at. So loan to value ratio, it is exactly what it sounds like. Your loan to the value of the home and its ratio, right? So how do they calculate this? They determine the loan amount and they divide it by the fair market value as determined by the property appraisal. And that's how they get the loan to value ratio. If you want a smaller loan to value ratio, you need a larger down payment. So that will reduce the amount that's actually being borrowed against the fair market value, if that makes sense. So if you want to have a lower loan to value ratio, you need to have a larger down payment. So how does the down payment impact your offers? So especially in this market, this is something that you need to consider, is that you're going to look more appealing to the sellers if you can have a larger down payment, because it shows financial stability and it shows more skin in the game. So you're very attractive to sellers if you can afford a higher down payment. So the benefits of a larger down payment, like I said, it reduces the loan to value ratio. It also makes you more appealing to sellers. And it will actually reduce your your interest payments. If you can afford 20% of the home value, you will not have to pay PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. So that will save you money there. If you have any other questions, I can go over this further. I'm always happy to do that. It's a very complicated process, but it's just a very short overview of down payments. Please contact me with all your real estate needs. If you know somebody looking to buy or sell real estate, or if you yourself wants to buy or sell real estate, contact me, Sarah Hurst, Exit Realty Bitterroot Valley, also homesbyhurst.com. I look forward to talking to you all, and have a great day. All right, bye, everybody.